1:10, thanks Ray. Okay, Hubcapper is out at 1:10 Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Number 6 Hubcapper. My word, there's been some drama leading into this race. He seems to be okay, Al Robinson. So Hubcapper's out. The starter hasn't returned from behind the stalls at the moment. Hubcapper on the toe to New South Wales. Oh, they've taken it off the screen. Here's the starter now walking back towards his stand. One of the attendants retrieving something from the under the stalls. Got it, thank you. It's a confirmation of the scratching, and they're off and racing this time, and Napkin was first away. Commencing well, the well-tried Desert Dane, followed by Attracted, and then comes on the inside, picking up ground as they sort themselves out, Michael de Dragon, and well out on the track next is Sir Allat. A length and a half to Bud, followed by Belgique, and for the road, Spin Jester, followed by Project Mill. Coho second, Last Moment of Fame is last. Now Desert Dane a leader, about a half length or so on Napkin, 5:50 to run. Attracted 2 lengths away, third, followed by Sir Allat, Belgique, Bud. Over on the inside is Michael de Dragon, and a length and a half further back in the field is For the Road. Spin Jester's the widest as they straighten up now. Bud, the chestnut with a white face and white feet, sprinting quickly to Desert Dane, followed by Michael de Dragon, and then Attracted, Belgique. Now on the inside, Michael de Dragon in front from Desert Dane, Belgique, and then Attracted, and Bud on the outside. Michael de Dragon and Desert Dane, they're at extreme opposites. The favourites in front, Desert Dane. It'll win it. Desert Dane under the arches beat Michael de Dragon and Belgique from Spin Jester. Coho rattled home when it was all over. From Moment of Fame, Bud, and then Project Mill, Attracted, Napkin, and then Sir Allat, and For the Road has finished at the tail of the field.
Number 4, Desert Dane in the third at Randwick. The favourite, $3.40 and $1.80. Trained by Gay Waterhouse, ridden today by Neil Payne. Michael de Dragon ran second, $2.60. And Belgique third at good odds, $11.80. Desert Dane coming down the extreme outside to snatch victory there. Race 3, Morphettville, and they'll be moving in shortly. Mountain, it's due to get underway in 7 minutes. Running through the betting, it's Dan Tana for Jim Cassidy, $6.50. Jimmy going for a double at Flemington today after being successful on Hay Pronto in race 2. Bardago is the ratings special here, trained by Leon Corstens, and it's at $5.90, still good value. Rescuer at 24. The grey on screen is Sunday Shoes. It's at $4.90. Stephen King rides her today. Prime Century at $9.30. Applicant, $4.80. 28 for Choreograph, 70 Judanzo. Bunreba, 58. Morientes, 48. 43 Pelias, preferential 66. 25 Strategic Prince, You're the Top at $9.50. 66 Bohemian Rhapsody, and Just a Lad, the rank outsider of the field, at $160. Let's find out more about this upcoming event. Here's Alf Matthews.
The Schweppes 1000 at Flemington here today. Number 8 Applicant is the late male. Shopping okay on the tote at the moment. Opened up a little short, shifted out a touch. The moment it did, the moment more money came for it. Looks particularly well under saddle in the mounting enclosure too. Trained on the track, 2 for 2. Very, very good chance indeed. It is definitely the late male. Number 16, You're the Top. Nice horse, ran outstanding time winning at Seymour. Looks to be a very promising horse. Again, drawn okay. Don't be too concerned in terms of inside, outside. We've had one each way at this point in time. And I think you'll find it was just the superior horses come down the inner in the last event. Also, number 7, Prime Century. Now, this horse has had fairly good support on course. You're shopping okay on the tote at the moment. And this horse's form with Damien Oliver in the saddle was pretty respectable behind Daytona. Never had a lot of opportunity in running third on that particular occasion. Expect it to improve, trained on the track as well. And number 3, Bardigo, has been very soft on course at the moment. And I suppose the firm track is the query. Late male is for 8 ahead of 16, 7 and 3.
And the money on track coming for Bardago. It's been very, very well backed on course, Bardago. and it's resuming from a break today for the in-form Leon Corsten stable. Bardego hasn't raced for 9 months, but did show a lot of promise as a 2-year-old, winning a Group 3 Blue Diamond preview back in January this year, beating Brief Embrace on that occasion, and he ran 12th in the Blue Diamond after that behind Bella Spree, beaten 10 lengths. He's very promising, Bardego, and does represent some value on Super Tab at the moment. Shorter on course, that's what the money's come for. Applicant is favourite for this at $4.50. The race due to get underway in 4 minutes' time. If you're looking to back something at long odds, perhaps it could be Preferential. Let's find out more about the horse's chances. Andrew Bensley with stable foreman for Robert Smurden, Pat Cannon.
Preferential also backs up after a disappointing effort last time.
Yeah, she's just been a little bit disappointing, but you know, she's got to step up a little bit in class. So you know, you only can hope this time of year.
Preferential has drawn the inside gate this afternoon, and she's coming off a last placing in the Thoroughbred Classic at Caulfield behind Innovation Girl. She was beaten a whopping 21 lengths. In fact, she's been beaten a long way at her past couple of starts, but you never know, she could improve. Remembering that back in March she did win a listed race at Moonee Valley, so she does possess some ability. Correct weight at Randwick in the third. Desert Dane beating Michael de Dragon and Belgique. Quinella $16.50 trifecta, $865. Now, there was plenty of drama before that race. Brent Stanley was thrown from napkin in the parade ring, and he is reportedly okay. Peter Roble replaced him on napkin in that race, and Hubcapper was the late scratching at the barriers after throwing Alan Robinson, and he is reportedly okay as well. More Than Fair scoring an impressive win in race 3 at Morfettville today. Simon Price was aboard, 320, 190, Mountain Eagle and Master Play finishing in the placings there. Quinella $2.80 and the trifecta $21.20. It's time for a break, and then we'll be back to focus on race 5 at Flemington.
If you don't want to miss a thing, keep your eye out for today's Racing Tonight. At Sky Racing, we're making racing even better with a nightly review of all the day's thoroughbred racing. So if you missed out during the day, you can see it all on today's Racing Tonight on Sky Racing.
I thought dating again would be tough.
He's cute. Is he younger than me?
Just for Men Hair Colour, the Rejuvenator gets rid of grey hair in 5 easy minutes for a young, natural look.
Would you like to come in?
Just for men.
For as long as anyone can remember, Kevin was always bored.
I'm bored.
But one day while flying to boring New York, Kevin discovered Cathay Pacific's Studio CX.
Wow.
Entertained, informed, in touch, in flight.
$50. She's the pace in the race, Sunday shoes. She'll be the leader. And Prime Century is at $8.90, $4.50 for Applicants. Another of them resuming from a break today. And then You're the Top rating as the other main chance. For Kieran McAvoy, it's at $9.30. Long odds for Bohemian Rhapsody and Just a Lad on the final page of the market. Now there's one moving in. That's number 16, You're the Top. And there's one or two still out from the gates, including number 10, and that is Jadanzo, ridden by Jason Patton this afternoon. Jadanzo for Dan O'Sullivan, having its third run back from a break today. Also about to move up is Applicant, a 3-year-old colt by Anabar for Miles Plum and Dan Nicolette, resuming today. Applicant from a break of 16 weeks. Very promising. He's unbeaten in 2 starts. Applicant.
To come into 7, and Badigo will go up to gate number 8. Applicant's gone up to 15. Dan Turner out there in 16. Or Morienti's Very fractious there in gate number 7. It's in, but the rider quickly bailed out and got into the adjoining gate here. Into gate number 8, and they're settling the horse down now, Morientes. Then 7, rider getting back aboard, and Bedigo. Bedigo will go up to gate number 8. Up it goes, Applicant into 15. Set to run. Line is good now. This is the 5th on Cup Day. Morientes, no, rider not quite ready in 7. Sunday Shoes has speed in 3. Choreograph in 2. Preferentially inside. You're the Top in 13 with a white cap, the rider. Set to go, Applicant out of 15. Bedigo out of 8. Set, light blinking. Bedigo began well towards the centre. Applicant has gone out fast with Jadanzo and You're the Top and Just a Lad, and also Dan Tana, and those 5 are heading down the grandstand rail. Sunday Shoes out and running down on the flat side. Landed in front of Choreograph, and further back was Bohemian Rhapsody. They're followed by Palias, and further out Morientes. Wider out is Bedigo, and they're followed further back by Bun Reba. Then Prime Century, a fair way back as Rescuer. The last couple, Strategic Prince and Preferential coming down the outside, and it's Dan Tan, the leader, a length and a half. Applicant a length further back, then Jadenzo. They're followed by You're the Top, and then Just a Lad over on the flat side. Sunday Shoes a length in front of Palias. They're followed by Choreograph, Bohemian Rhapsody. Then came Bedigo, Bun Reba, and coming down the middle, Strategic Prince is finishing well, but on the outside here, and Dan Tana's in front. The outside, I'd say Dan Tana. Palias getting to the front over on the inside, and Applicant coming home well. Dan Tana in front of Applicant, and Dan Tana a half-length Applicant. Third's close, the outside, You're the Top, or Palias over on the inside. Then came further back in the race, would have been Bun Reba, just behind those at the head of the others, pulling up pretty quickly. Then came Jadanzo, well back in the race, and Bohemian Rhapsody, Choreograph. With those, a Strategic Prince after the line, followed by Rescuer, Just a Lad the outside, with Morientes pulling up quickly after the running of the 5th race, Dan Tana.
The flat division bolted in the previous down the straight. This time it's the grandstand, so try and figure it out, eh? Number 2 there, Dan Tana, 9.22.60 for jockey Jim Cassidy. 8 Applicant, it's showing at $2.10. 16, You're the Top at $3.
2, 8 and 16. So it's the grandstand rail getting their turn to win there. Flat side earlier, the race before, 1, 2, 3 down the flat side. Grandstand home there clearly. Dan Tana number 2 from number 8 to Applicant, and 16, which is You're the Top, and they came out of gates 16, 15 and 13. 16, 15 and 13 gates home there in the numbers 2, 8 and 16.
It's a tough thing today, inside and outside. They're winning everywhere at Flemington. Number 2, Dan Tana at 9.22.60. 8 Applicant, 2.10. 16, You're the Top, $3. Quinella, 19.70. Exacta, $58.30. The trifecta, $311.50. 311.50. 57.3 the race time. 4th number to come, as well as margins. Race number 5.
And race 6 openers, 1 Toast of the Coast at 6.50 and 2.20. 2 Takula Diamond, 5.40, 2.10. 4 Raven Protector, 21 and 6. 5 La Rocha, $7 and 2.60. 6 Light of Day, 9.50 and 2.80. 7 Cosmic Dust at 14 and 4. 8 La Peche at $8 and 2.50. 9 Pomme de Here, $8.70 and $3. 11 Fuji Beauty, 34 and 10. 12 It's You, 17 and 5. 13 Joy of Flight, 41 and 9. 14 Lachira, 40 and 12. And 15 Shot at the Title at 10 and 3. The esteemed Seppelt Great Western, which will precede the running of the Tooheys New Melbourne Cup. Favourite 2 Tarkula Diamond at 5.40. Tips 2.975. Race 6 due at 10 after 2.
13 4th at Flemington, so 2, 8, 16, 13. The dividend, $7,863.10. $7,863.10. Race number 5 at Flemington. Now the feature number 8.
And over $8 million in the win pool, Fred, and upwards of $7.75 million in the trifecta pool at this stage. In New South Wales, Vinnie Rowe, number 1 at $7.90 and $3.40. 2 Jardines Lookout, 27 and 8. 3 Dahlia Paul, 36 and 10. 4 Sand Mason, 55 and 15. 5 Helene Vitality, 40 and 11. 6 Hatha Enna, 57 and 17. 7 Freemason, 37 and 10. Maguire, number 8 is scratching. 9 Pugin at 10 and 4. 10 Rain Gauge at 10.70 and 3.40. 11 Beekeeper, $8.40 and $2.90. 12 County Tyrone, 50 and 14. 13 Hale at 59 and 17. Number 14, Media Puzzle, $7.80 and $3. 15, Mr. Prudent, 35 and 9. 16, Fantastic, 35 and 10. 17, Prize Gem at 55 and 15. 18, Victory Smile, 44 and 12. 19, Cyclades at 44 and 12. Number 20, the favourite for the Cup, Distinctly Secret at 670 and 260. 21, Grey Song, the outsider at 70 and 18. 22, Thong Classic, 28 and 7. 23, Miss Meliss at 18 and 5. And 24, Requiem, 24 and 7. Tote pick for the Cup, number 20, Distinctly Secret at 670 with $8.745 million in the win pool. And race number 7 tips are 14, 9, 1 and 20. It is Media Puzzle on top. And interesting to see, Fred, that there's no horses in the triple figures there. And the roughest is indeed Grey Song at $70.
Yeah, that's the first time that I can recall not seeing a horse triple figures at this stage. The pool is nice and healthy, 8.7 mil in the win, 6 mil plus in the place. And at this stage, as you say, the roughest horse is at $70.60, Grey Song. But anyway, there's still a bit under 2 hours to bet on the race, about an hour 40 in fact, Russ. So I'm sure by the time they go to the post, we'll see something hit the triple figures. A half by 3, those margins at Flemington on race number 5. And I tell you what, I think just as hard trying to figure out the Melbourne Cup is trying to figure out which side of the straight track these horses are going to come down. They're winning from inside on Saturday. Of course, we saw Rubitano to the 4 on the inside. The first race today, I'm pretty sure they came down the outside cross current. Then the fourth race, we saw Empress Waltz brain them on the inside, and that time it was the outside.
But great to know there's 5 races to go. One is the Cup, of course, which is almost an absolute lottery. And only one straight 6 race to come. So it might...
Played over 1,800 metres, gone. $6.40, Ryan Wiggins rides for Clary Connors. $3.30, Stormbuster. Corporate Queen at $2.60 for Gay Waterhouse and Brad Pengelly, favourite. $33, Lady Trice, Claremont 10. $32, Dior Kingdom, Ari's Arsenal at 26. And Big Doug a $21 chance. Correct weight, Flemington. Race 5, victory to the Rick Hall Lacey trained Dan Tana, paying $8.20 and $2.40. Applicant, and you're the top, finishing in the placings. Quinella, $17.60, and the trifecta for the Schweppes 1,000 for 2002, $202. Let's take a break on Sky. Race 5 from Flemington. Here's Greg Miles.
About to break. Racing. Bardigo jumped okay. Pilier seemed to get a bump at the start. Bardigo heading flat side. Sunday Shoes was away very fast as one of the leaders down that side. Bohemian Rhapsody had bounded away pretty smartly and is up there in the early part with Choreograph on the rail. Just behind those horses, Morienti's going up, and Bardigo in the orange, the widest of the flat side, followed by Bunreaver, Prime Century, Rescuer, Strategic Prince, a fair way back, and Last Preferential on the grandstand side now, and it was showing plenty of speed here, Dan Tana. Dan Tana, the leader, about 2 lengths in front of Applicant, under a lot of pressure, and then Jadanzo, You're the Top, and Just Lad. The other side, Sunday Shoes at the 300, about 3, Bohemian Rhapsody. Bardigo's laying all over the place, and Strategic Prince is coming the run down the outside. This side, Dan Tana's clear. Dan Tana has it 100 metres to go from Applicant. They're fighting it out. Dan Tana in front this side. Dan Tana hard ridden. Dan Tana beats Applicant. You're the Top will grab third, I'd say. 1, 2, 3 grandstand this side for mine. Close up, Pelias first home on the flat with Prime Century. Close up there was Bunreaver, Sunday Shoes, Rescuer, Preferential, Strategic Prince, Bohemian Rhapsody, Choreograph. Well back in the field, Bardigo got the wobbles up at the 200. Finished in front of Morienti's on the flat side, and well back is Jadanzo on the grandstand again with Just a Lad.
Another winner coming down the grandstand side at Flemington today, this time Dan Tana in race 5, and another winner too for Jimmy Cassidy. Dan Tana paying $8.20 and $2.40. Applicants flew home for second, $2.10, and third placing to You're the Top at $3. The Quinella, $17.60, and the trifecta will return $202. So obviously the grandstand side a little better, and that's where they're dominating in the straight races today at Flemington. Eagle Farm Race 2 is coming up at $2.60. The other main hopes appear to be Stormbuster at $3.40, Gone at $5.70 and Claremont at $9.90. Now they're about to start. Welcome back. We're about to head to Randwick for the fourth event. Just before we join Ian Craig, let's clear official dividends. Race 2 Eagle Farm. Placings were 2, 8 and 4. The Quinella $12.80. Trifecta paying $108.30. Runners have started to move into the gates at Randwick. For the fourth, Corporate Queen continues to hold favouritism at $2.70. Here's Ian Craig with more.
Yes, they think it's a two-horse race. The bigger punters on track, Joe Corporate Queen from Stormbuster. And they're moving in. And they're starting to line in nicely here. Race number 4 over the 1800, the Sofilo Highway Plate, as we just stated. And number 3, Corporate Queen by British Banker, 261.30. Stormbuster number 2 by Centane, 361.40. Scratched on Saturday from Rosehill to be reserved for this Stormbuster. And as far as on course is concerned, the favourite number 3, Corporate Queen, has eased just a little as late money comes for Stormbuster. Previous race, Desert Dane looked good in winning. Neil Payne aboard at its debut. Beautifully bred colt, Desert Dane, by Dane Hill from her Bletchingley mare Regina Madre, and came down the outside in the straight to beat Michael de Dragon, number 7, who ended on the inside. 2 Belgique third, and Attracted ran fourth, number 1. The second to 2 Wily Brad Pengelly, and 1 Sierra Dane Robbie Brewer won the first. So fancied horses have been successful in the 3 races to date. Well, the average person in thinking it's a dead set 2-horse race here, Corporate Queen and Stormbuster. Now Archwood's Angel minus the rider at the moment, Johnny Grisdale. Just watching this mare as she refuses to enter the stalls. Ari's Arsenal, bandaged on the front 4 legs, is still away, and so too old Door Kingdom and Big Doug. Brent Stanley had to miss a ride in the 3rd race of the day. Brent was dumped from Napkin in the yard, and just a little bit of damage to an ankle. That was short-lived, and he's back riding here. Well, Archwood's Angel is in, Door Kingdom is right, and here's Big Doug coming up now, so we'll soon see a start. Corporate Queen, raced by the Chloros family and trained by Gay Waterhouse. Haven't they enjoyed great success over the years, particularly with mares? They're set. They're off. And Stormbuster, one of the best out. Claremont jumped well, so did Archwood's Angel and Lady Treese. Corporate Queen caught on a limb, so too Ari's Arsenal. And then Gone, drifting back a little now, Stormbuster, followed by Door Kingdom. And Absolute is Big Doug. To the back of the track they travel along to the 1400 marker, and quickly Brad Pengelly goes to the lead on the favourite Corporate Queen. She's a length and a half clear on Lady Treese. On the outside, Ari's Arsenal. 2 lengths to Archwood's Angel, followed by Claremont. The speed is slowing. Gone is wider out, and then Stormbuster pulling against Matt Cole, and Big Doug and Door Kingdom are the last pair. Well, Pengelly's been allowed to dictate terms to suit himself on Corporate Queen, and as she goes out of the back straight past the 1100 metres with a lead of about a length and a half on Ari's Angel. Over on the inside is the Wagga Wagga horse Lady Treese, followed by Gone, and then Archwood's Angel. Big Doug going around the rider Brent Stanley not happy with the speed, and then Stormbuster. Claremont the grey second last, and Door Kingdom's last. Well, some action's coming into the fray now, and along past the 700, and Big Doug puts some speed on and leads narrowly from Corporate Queen. Ari's Arsenal third from Lady Treese and Gone, then Archwood's Angel, Stormbuster. 2.5 to Claremont, similar margin to Door Kingdom. Corporate Queen again with the inside running punching through to shade Big Doug as they round the bend. A length to Ari's Arsenal, gone wider out. Lady Treese trying to get into the open, had a bump with Ari's Arsenal, and Stormbuster is next at the 250, and Big Doug is having a real shot at Corporate Queen, and 2.5 to Stormbuster, followed by Claremont. Again Corporate Queen responding to Pengelly's hard riding, beat off Big Doug, and then Claremont forgets Stormbuster, but Corporate Queen, she's hanging out a bit. Big Doug again having a shot, but Corporate Queen will win. Corporate Queen beat Big Doug Claremont at Archwood's Angel. Then Stormbuster, followed by Lady Treese Gone and Door Kingdom, and tailed off Ari's Arsenal. Corporate Queen the winner here. Number 3, Brad Pengelly, winning double for young Brad today. He booted home Awali in the second event of the day. Awali was originally that was always his ride, but the previous, it was Lenny Beasley that was originally booked for Corporate Queen. And Lenny, if you are listening or watching, all the best, old mate. A broken leg, eh? Bad luck after that nasty fall on Saturday. He'll bounce back in a few months' time, no doubt about that. Placings coming up here. Number 3 will be the winner, Corporate Queen, Brad Pengelly for Gay Waterhouse, and the Chloros Syndicate by British Banker from Labila, a 4-year-old bay mare, and 250 and 130. Number 3 is first. Second goes to number 9, and that is Big Doug, written by Brent Stanley, by Defensive Play, trained by Graham Rogerson. And number 6, Claremont, third by Covetous, trained by Kevin Robinson, written by Alan Robinson. And 4 was the official fourth, Archwood's Angel. It's 3-9-6-4, the favourite to the 4, and the official totes. Number 3, 250 and 130. Number 9, 490. Number 6, 190. Quinella, 34.10. Exacta, 63.40. The trifecta, 268.90. The first 4, 3-9-6-4, 1,618.20. And the daily double special dividend with Tussac Flyer out of the next, the extra double, 220. A long neck, 2 3/4, 150.85, 35.30 after race number 4, the Sofilo Eyewear Plate, in which I must say Stormbuster was very disappointing. But
and despite the adversity she's been facing with the Melbourne Stewards during the past 24 hours, Gay Waterhouse turns things around to dominate the day at Randwick and a win also at Flemington this afternoon. Race 4, Morphettville, 4 minutes off. Guns and Glory, 12. Jetty Warrior, 12. 55. Light of Day, 14. $12. Cosmic Dust. La Pêche at $10. Pomme de Hire at $7.30. Fuji Beauty, 49. $24. It's You. Joy of Flight, 29. Lucera, 43. Shot at the Title at $9.50. The next from Flemington as the crowd builds, due in 13 minutes' time. Beautiful weather conditions now at Flemington for the Melbourne Cup today, and it'll be interesting to see what the crowd figures are there so far. Doesn't look like there's much room to move though. So in what is a very open race, the next, Toast of the Coast from the Tony Vassal stable is rated favourite with Damien Oliver in the saddle. Now at Moran Accountant, Guns and Glory, Quinella $230 and the trifecta $4,558. And they're celebrating Melbourne Cup Day in the West by racing at Ascot this afternoon, and the first event is coming up pretty soon. Let's have a look at the Sky ratings. An event over 1,400 metres. The best backed on course, as you heard from Alf Matthews a short time ago, number 8, La Pêche, trained by Brian Guy at the Gold Coast. A filly by Bellotto, and Michael Rodd rides her this afternoon. La Pêche, a last start winner at Eagle Farm in maiden company, beating home Miss Siam on that occasion. It's interesting that she's been well backed on course, La Pêche. Miss Siam we saw racing earlier today at Eagle Farm. She was very disappointing there. So I don't know how strong that form will be.